I'm a poet, I'm a prophet, I'm the resurrector, I'm the savior of the boxing world. If it wasn't for me, the game would be dead.
Who would bet on Fly Patterson beating me? Who would bet on Ernie Terrell beating me? I told you I was floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and say, I can't see.
Last week I murdered a rock, hinges of stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick.
I'm young, I'm handsome, I'm fast, I'm pretty, I can't possibly be beat. I told you, I'm the real champion. I told you, I'm the champion of the world. All of it all.
You will be mine at around 9, and if you make me sore, I'll cut it to 4. Thank you very much.
If that don't do, we'll get him in 2. If you run, we'll get him in 1. And in your heart, you know I'm right. My resolution.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I love me some Ali. Welcome to your Inner City Wake Up Call. I'm your host, Dawood El-Amin, coming to you out of the port city of Wilmington, North Carolina, 365 days a year. This is your Inner City Wake Up Call. You're catching us on YouTube. You're catching us on Blog Talk Radio. You're catching us on Facebook. Whatever way you can catch us, just catch us, because we coming to you 365 days a year. February the 5th. This is Friday. Y'all made it. Got it through the week. The highlight for Black History this morning is Elizabeth Greenfield. Go check it out on my Facebook page. She's called the Black Swan. Woman came up from slavery. Made it all the way to Buckingham Palace singing. That's all I'm going to tell you. Go check it out, because if I give you the whole story, you're not going to go read it. So go on to the Facebook page. Check out the Black Swan. Get you some more history put up in that brain cell this morning. We're going to do it all month for you. We got the Money Mob tomorrow coming Saturday at 1 p.m. We're going to hit Crossland Beauty Supply Store up on 17th Street. Crossland Beauty Supply, you can find that on our page. We're going to hit them hard. We're going to hit the Money Mob. So everybody come out, bring $1, bring $2, bring $5, bring $1,000. Don't make no difference. Bring some money, turn it to black. That's what we're going to do. We're going to turn that green to black tomorrow, hitting Crossland. I said yesterday, Frankie Roberts and Atiba Johnson get a 15-yard penalty because I got a late entry yesterday, and they know better than this because that's what we got the black business, the events directory for. So I'm giving both of them a 15-yard penalty for not sending their information in on time. However, there is a MLK parent meeting, Parent Speak Out, at 2 p.m. at the MLK building. It's called Parent Speak Out. If you're a parent, got a child, come speak out about your community. Come talk about issues. They got daycare for the children to go to. If you got younger children, they have daycare so you can go busy speaking and you won't have to worry about the child running around. And then you got the event. So come out. Some brothers getting together. They want to hear what parents got to say. So come out and support that. 2 p.m. at MLK Center. And also, don't forget the historic march that's coming up, and I gotta be honest with you. The historic march with the NAACP keep coming up. I didn't say what it was because I kept seeing the HKONJ, and excuse my ignorance, I didn't know what it was. However, if you don't know something, you go find out, and don't be afraid to ask. If you don't know, you don't know. So it's the historic 1,000 on Jones Street. That was the march 10 years ago. The historic 1,000 on Jones Street. I got it now. So, historic 1,000 on Jones Street, the 10-year anniversary march is going to be February the 13th in Raleigh. The buses are departing at 6:30 a.m. You're coming back about mid-afternoon. It's a $20 donation. Contact NAACP, see Deborah Maxwell, Atiba Johnson. Get your payment, mail it in. Or you can mail it to the P.O. Box office for the NAACP. That's P.O. Box 2199, Wilmington, North Carolina. All right. And other announcements you can find on the page. You know where to go. Go to the Black Business Directory and Events page. That's what we've created it for. Go get the information. Sorry about that voice this morning. The next process is day 4. It's called the Miseducation Process. Again, we're always coming out for the next 43 days from my book, 43 Days of Thoughts and Understanding from a Black Man's Perspective. Day 4, this is called the Miseducation Process. Education, according to the dictionary, is an act or process of imparting or acquiring general knowledge, developing powers of reasoning and judgment, and generally preparing oneself for a mature life. Process, according to the dictionary, is a systematic series of actions directed to some end. Thus, when we say the miseducation process, the first thing, the prefix mis, we are implying something is wrong, wrongfully incorrect, wrong general knowledge, wrongfully developed reason and judgment, and incorrectly preparing oneself and others for life. We are further stating that this miseducation is done systematically. The system, according to the dictionary, is a set of detailed methods created to carry out a specific activity or an end. For the black male, that activity and end is simply stated: elimination. If you don't understand what I am saying, let me make it clear. First, there is a system in place to eliminate the black male. Second, that system begins with his education. Let me say black male and female. And that system begins with education. Last week I was walking through a neighborhood and I happened to run into a group of 9 young black brothers. They were doing what we define as chilling. I smelled a familiar smell of weed in the air as I approached. And I quickly realized that I knew several of them and I had worked on their behalf sometime in the past. My work as a youth specialist often yields these kind of run-ins. I greeted them with a few words of encouragement and moved toward my destination. A few minutes after leaving, I looked back at the park where they were still sitting, and a cold reality hit me. Here were 9 young men, no older than 17 years of age. All of them had been put out the public school system, and all of them could not return. All of them had been failed by the system of education. In 1966, Andy Dufresne escaped the Shawshank prison. All they found from him was a muddy set of prison clothes, a bar of soap, and an old wood rock hammer, damn near worn down to the nub. I remember thinking it would take a man 600 years to tunnel through a wall with it. Old Andy did it in less than 20. Andy crawled to freedom through 500 yards of shit-smiling foulness. I can't even imagine. Or maybe I just don't want to. The Shawshank Redemption. I don't have time to convince you that we're not totally free. I hope you already know that. But we're going to get free. You can bet your last dollar on that. As I reflect on the character of Andy Dufresne in Shawshank Redemption, I see patience and determination. Here is a man knowing that his condition was the result of an unjust system. His enslavement came from lies and misdeeds of others, and even when the truth was exposed, his masters continued to endorse the lie. That's exactly what has happened to you and me. The system of slavery endured by our ancestors and its genetic effects that it has left on us, it has left us almost powerless. I say almost because our nature is built to survive at all costs. We have that Andy Dufresne shuffle mastered. Now let's crawl to freedom. So it's going to take patience and determination and never give up. Our spirit may get worn down to the nub. We may have to crawl to some shit-smelling foulness. But that's the cost of freedom. That's the cost we must pay, because that's the end cost our ancestors paid. Let me share with you something Minister Farrakhan told me a few years ago. He said, brothers and sisters, if we develop faith, there is nothing we cannot accomplish in the name of God. You know what your problem is? You don't even have a worthy goal to strive after. I'm going to give you an assignment today. Here's the assignment. Is there something you want? Something that you haven't been able to get? Close your eyes. Do you see it? Now claim it. I believe in all my heart, in the name of God, that we will bring in what is in my imagination into reality. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. The education process is real. The miseducation process is very real. We as black people have been miseducated, but we can get educated, so there is no excuse today. We are here to educate. That is why we post every morning our history. We must first start in understanding and knowing our history and teaching our children that history. I'm not going to stop posting. I don't care. I love it. I love doing it. I love to research myself, and we're going to keep on running because that's what we're here for. We're here to help in this miseducation process. And I say help because there's so many of us out there doing such great work. I'm going to cheer you on. I'm going to push us on. I'm going to ride us to the end because we're going to make it together in this city. And you don't think people are not watching us in other cities now. They're watching Wilmington. I'm getting some inboxes. I'm getting some emails. They say, Brother Dawood, we see what you're doing down there. We see y'all moving. They keep up with us because they see the impact we can have on their city. I've been invited to some other cities as well. I'm going to say that again. I've been invited to some other cities as well. Yeah. We got to keep moving, y'all. We got to keep rolling. We got to keep processing. This miseducation process is a systematic education system. It's systematic. There is a system in place. I'm going to make this clear in the last few minutes I got. If you don't get anything else out of this chapter, don't think that the system has been destroyed. I've got good friends. I'm going to use the word white. I've got good white friends. One of the craziest things, I'm taking a class now. I'm taking a class at Cape Fear Community College. And it's funny because they heard I was coming to the class because I was a late entry. So everybody was trying to figure out what to expect. Because you know my name is on registry. My name is legal. Dawood Nasser Alameen. So who's coming to the class? Number one, Muslim name. Number two, a male. In the last few days, I've noticed that they've eased up because they realize, hey, he's not, no. I ain't trying to come here and hurt nobody. I don't like jail, tell you the truth. And don't like death. I like living. So I'm sure not trying to blow myself up. But it's stereotype. No, I've got some good friends. I've got some good white friends. I'm going to say that. I don't care if you like what I say or not. I got good white friends that want to help. And I'm willing to let them help. Yes, I don't have that Malcolm attitude when they say nothing. Yeah, you can do plenty for me. Number one, you can go in that checkbook and make sure we can keep funding some of these organizations. Yes, oh yeah, you bankers out there that love to watch. Yeah, you that pop in on my page. Yeah, well, you got a checkbook. Help. You want to is NOOcovers@gmail.com. P.O. Box 1541. Yeah, 1541, Wilmington, North Carolina, P.O. Box. You can send it, and believe me, I will cash it. Yes, that's the first thing. But yes, they want to help. But understand there are some powers to be that are in place with a system to keep us down. And included now, since we like to use that word devil loosely, yeah, he done flapped his wings and spread it all over. There's a whole lot of different color looking devils, and some of them look like us nowadays that want to keep the masses of us down because they've already escaped and got into a piece of pie. They don't want to share no pie. I'm going to take that pie one way or the other. Yes, those of us that know got to come together. Take down this system because it's a system that got all of us down and all of us in a bad condition. And I want to fly. Yeah, I've been running for a while, but I want to fly this year. I want to get me some of that pie and keep on running and make it to the finish line. I want to make it with you. So let's tear down the system. Let's tear down walls. Let's support these movements. Let's buy black tomorrow. Let's go turn the green to black. Let's go out to the parent meeting to talk about issues and come up with some solutions. And let's march to Raleigh, North Carolina next Saturday in an army full. Let's take 5 or 6 buses, Deborah, and let's go down there and make our presence known. Yes, let's run. Let's run. Let's keep running. This is your brother No Covers coming to you out of the Port City Women in North Carolina. I love you and keep running. Peace and blessings.